No, because the rules-based international order doesn't apply to anybody else. It means we get to do what we want to do. Putin is right for calling it out, but the important thing about this speech is that he's putting a marker down because he's saying those days are over. We reject it, and the world's rejecting it. We're at a pivot point. We're in a transition away from the American hegemon into a multipolarity. Russia's not seeking to replace the United States as a hegemon. Russia's not a threat to America. Really, America's a threat to itself because everything we do has a consequence. Newton's third law of gravity applies to geopolitics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The United States has been doing its action. The world is pushing back on all fronts. We're getting beat in Ukraine. We got beat in Afghanistan. NATO is falling apart. I know people are going to say, no, it's not, Scott. Really? Look at NATO. Is it really as unified as you think it is? The European Union may not last the year. G7, the strongest 7 economies in the world, not after this winter. The biggest economic group is BRICS. That includes Russia, by the way. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, now Iran, Argentina, Turkey wants to join, Egypt wants to join, Saudi Arabia wants to join, everybody wants to join because that's the winning team. Russia, China, and these people are on the right side of history. I'm not singing their praises. There's a lot of wrong with them. But the problems of Russia should be solved by Russians. The problems of China should be solved by Chinese. America is not the world's problem solver. All we have to do is walk the streets here. I can take you 5 miles from my home, and we will find pup tents. We will find homeless. Why don't we solve that problem? I could take you to bridges that are collapsing. Why don't we solve that problem? Why, instead of sending $57 billion over to Ukraine, why don't we invest that here at home? There's education. I think that every school board in America would love a little bit of that money. There's healthcare. People would like that money. This is what Putin's pointing out, that the age of the American hegemon is over. There's a new era, and Russia is on the right side of history, helping lead the charge to empower a multipolar world that rejects singularity of American hegemony.